power, you can't abuse it.
Now,
This is the moment.
could you just repeat that so we've actually got a proper record of it? Now, what was that little phrase?
Because that will end up on YouTube.
I promise it won't end up on YouTube today.
Have just
I will not do it
abused by
Just tell us what you're not going to say. What is it you're not going to say?
My peas are laughing at me.
What was that?
All right,
remember.
we have 5 minutes.
We have 5 minutes.
And then we're on our tour.
So,
Okay, all right.
snap to it, girl.
Connecting.
Connecting.
Dickhead.
That is our big theme, and it has been for the last couple of years because we're putting more and more emphasis on people actually networking and meeting each other and connecting at annual meetings and just showing up for some good education. So, connecting, and you'll see that theme, and you'll hear the word, and it should be one of those buzzwords, and everybody goes like this when you say connecting.
Is that right? We're going to go like this.
Like Huey Herman over the day.
Hey, brother.
Keep pushing through. Avoid the interruptions.
I can't help
But you
it.
do that to everyone when they're speaking.
Quiet.
The learning content is a combination of learning labs, the thought leader super sessions, and the general sessions. So the
None of
learning.
which mean anything to any of us. So
Sorry.
explain what they
No,
mean.
I will. So
Sorry to leave
the learning labs are typically 30 to 50 plus person sessions. There are a bunch of concurrent sessions that are 75 minutes long, and almost all of that content was actually created, proposed by our members. So we have professional interest sections, and we have section councils, and through calls for papers, through the councils actually putting together a task force and creating sessions, finding speakers, we come up with all of those. So they're all directly reflective of what the members want to learn about at annual meeting. Very, very few of the sessions do the staff sit and say, we're going to have a session on this. Almost never. And so you'll see those, and they relate to all through the book, you'll see that they all have like a D2 or D8 next to them. That refers to those 10 domains we kind of talked about with the CAE exam, that any kind of learning or any competency within association management is classified, right? So you can see really what kind of session that's going to be based on the content all the way through.
Generally speaking, the higher the number, the more.
Now, like D1 is strategic management, for example,
I see. So it's
and
a stream.
D8 is programs, products, and services. So it's just, I think it was in alphabetical order, or
Right.
still is, but that's right. So it's not
So
really
if you're head of
advanced.
staff, you go to D head.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you just do what you said the others were not to do? Brokies.
I'm just testing her.
Shambles.
Something new this year, and it was a direct comment and request from some of our leadership councils, is that you'll be able to look at the program and see what kind of session it is. If it is a roundtable session, if it's a straight lecture, if it is a panel discussion, because people wanted to know exactly what kind of learning experience they were in for. So if you just want to sit and be taught to, great, you can find that kind of a session. If you want to interact and have that be where you get your information, then there's all of that, but it's very clear. The thought leader sessions are generally bigger names. They're a little more general in scope. They'll, for the most part, relate back to annual meeting, but for example, last year we had an astronaut as one of our super session, thought leader sessions. Those are the ones that were ticketed this year, so if you took time to fill out the piece where you check things off, that's what that was for. And if you didn't get your choices, you'll find out, and then you'll be able to select other sessions, or, first come, first serve into some
But we
sessions.
weren't given learning session options.
No, the learning sessions, it's all open, so you just go, and there could be, 6 or 7 at a time.
So when we register, if we got the thought leader session that we booked, we'll get the ticket.
You'll get the tickets.
Okay.
Yes. And then the general sessions, and I should know exactly who is speaking, and of course I will. My mind's been elsewhere for a little while, but there's one Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. The Tuesday is an afternoon session. The other two are both morning, so 8:30. So right after the global good morning, you just skip right over to the general session. It'll be great fun. And those are the big 3,000 and 4,000 person events. During the Tuesday session, we're giving out the Association to Make a Better World Award. Of course, of personal significance to me because I run that awards program, so stand up when everybody else does. Probably also on Monday, there will be a shout out to you all, because in John Graham's comments about the international initiative, we put in a mention of the study tour. So that would be kind of cool.
So that's when we
you guys make a lot of noise. Yes, exactly.
Tastefully.
The other
Charlie,
component
well,
is the trade
Yeah.
show. We have I think it's about an 800 exhibiting
We have to let
company
them
trade
walk.
show, and that has several hours that it's open each day, and that's big exhibit hall floor. That's where all these Lyris and Imus and all these other people will be advertising along with
Massive.
Destination. Yes.
That's good. I'm looking forward
Big
to that.
show. It's great, and the nice thing is that there are 3 days you have to explore it. There are other formal and informal conversations going on during it, so there's just a lot to do and a lot to roam around.
So the exhibition's open from Saturday? Or
The
Sunday?
exhibition is open Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and it's only open when the learning sessions are not happening. So usually it will go general session, 3 hours of exhibit,
Sure.
and then it's done, and then we move into
We'll get a chant
the learning
going.
lab. That's what we call it, learning lab.
That's a side question.
Yeah.
How many associations are there in America?
In the world or in the United
In
States?
the United
In
States.
America.
Trial lawyers, there's
There's realtor guys.
Realtor, that's three.
Yeah.
Faith-based
Ophthalmology.
organizations.
Could be more.
That's four.
4.
It gets that high when you start looking
We've
at
seen
all
12
the
this week, so
12, and now just think that was just in one part of the
Yeah, yeah,
country,
yeah.
so just multiply it, you know.
There'd have to be,
Well,
there'd have to be
California
I-
told us
I-
this was the only part of the country.
there'd have to be a million of them, sure.
How many members do we have?
We have 23,000, and
So
another
potentially
number you're going to
40,000.
hear a lot is that, and it has to do a lot with that Global Summit on Social Responsibility, is we have 23,000 members. When we look at our members, that number is 300 million. So when we talk about being able to make a difference in the world or affect change or have any influence, we talk about that 300 million number, which is always very interesting. What am I missing here? In the vein of the connecting, there are lounges everywhere. There are receptions everywhere. But there are different lounges with different themes. If you want to be somewhere to talk about the CAE, there's a place to do that. If you want to dive a little deeper on any of our strategic research, I mentioned the decision to lounge. We've had studies, the decision to join and the decision to volunteer, and they couldn't decide what to call the lounge, so it's called the decision to lounge. So we've got all these different spaces. There's a CEO networking center that's kind of a CEO-only space to be, and there are some kind
Enjoy
of
it, boys.
informal discussions
Yeah, well.
in that space as well.
La-di-da.
First class.
I won't go there.
Yeah.
They have masseuses there? That's what we need to know.
What's that?
Masseuses there.
They're actually not there, but
Krugel
somewhere on the floor
Mode.
there are
Krugel
masseuses.
Mode.
You will find masseuses.
You want to get John in there, you've got to
All
bring the
right,
masseuses in the same time, right?
That's a lot of what's going
Okay,
on in Annual
that's-
Meeting. It is a massive, massive space. It always is. But hopefully there will be lots of us, and all the staff is wearing some matching hideous shirt every single day. It could be orange.
Oh, so we haven't seen the real you.
No, right. The real me wears a uniform every day. I'll be wearing some color called papaya on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I'm looking forward
Great.
to
It's
that.
really fantastic.